Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my experience having Bartholin Cyst. So I've had 4 of them, and I've had 4 drainages. As of last night, I had my 4th one drained, right? They're never fun. I hate going through the process of it. So I got it drained, and then they placed the catheter in, just kind of like a balloon, to fill up the space of where the gland and the cyst was, right? And then there will be drainage afterwards, but you should be feeling no pain after that. I don't experience any pain after that procedure is done with getting it drained. Yeah, what hasn't worked for me that may work for you, or what they recommend, or what is recommended to do, is like sitz baths, right? Doctors recommend that. However, it hasn't worked for me. If anything, it makes my cyst even bigger and swollen and red, and that just hasn't been the best thing for me. I have tried a product called Prid. This isn't recommended by doctors though. That hasn't worked for me. I tried it because I saw it some like others try to use that and see, and it didn't work. It just made it a lot bigger, a lot red, a lot more red and swollen, and a lot more painful, right? And so I just haven't tried anything else that would help me. I mean, you can give it a shot, try it yourself, right? I know maybe you're on here because you're currently going through one, or trying to figure out what it is that you have, or like me, like you just got out of the procedure. You just had the procedure, and they said, "Oh, you diagnosed with the Bartholin Cyst." Like, what is that, right? Yeah, I didn't know that even existed. I didn't know what it was, what I had when I first had it. I was like, what the heck? And yeah, only 2% of women get this, right? Sucks when you have 4 drainages and you have to go back every year to get one drained. It sucks. Yeah. Let's see. I got my paperwork from the docs. Right, it says these are normal glands located on the vagina wall. They secrete lubricating fluid in the vagina. If the opening is blocked, mucus may get infected. The side of the vaginal opening gets red, swollen, and painful. Very true. The infection is treated by draining the abscess. A small catheter is placed up for up to 6 weeks. You may also need pain medicine and antibiotics. So yeah, the catheter can fall out actually before then. Sometimes it'll fall out the next day, or it'll be there. It can fall out the next day, or it'll be there a lot longer than the 6 weeks, right? So you'd have to go see your doctor and probably get it taken out, or it'll just fall out. You'll get lucky and it falls out, and it's healed like that. That happened to me the very, very first time, where it healed so fast, but then after that, it's taken a little bit longer, but it still falls out on its own. And then it says, a special catheter was put in the cyst sac to help the cyst drain. It is called a word catheter. It should stay in place until your follow-up appointment. Sometimes the catheter falls out on its own in a couple of days. It is usually not a problem if this happens. And then, right, get your follow-up with your OBGYN stuff, yeah. But these are never fun. I feel like I'm limited to doing certain activities, right? And I'm always worrying about like, oh, like, I don't want to do this. Do I even want to work out? And it sucks for me because, right, I work at a pool, so that means I'm out until this wound closes, because you have an open wound, right? So I'm out until it's fully recovered, it's fully healed, and else? Yeah. And I hate, it's just this process. I hate that they think that in my situation, it can be from, right, keeping a swimsuit too long where it just like holds up the bacteria down there, something after it's wet, after you're wet and stuff. Because I'm always in a swimsuit, right? There's nothing else I've done. But I'm always in a swimsuit and it's always wet. And so maybe that bacteria, like there, yeah. And then they said that that can be also like if you're working out, you kind of want to switch out of your clothes right away. You don't want to keep on that same clothes because also bacteria in that area. They also said like wear kind of like cotton underwear. They recommended for this as well. Yeah, I don't know. It just sucks. I hate having to go through this and having to worry about this is just so awful. I cry sometimes because I'm like, oh my gosh, like again, or I feel it just a little bit. You want to try and control it, but it's hard. Like, you don't know how big it's gonna get. You don't know how or what you can do to try and prevent like you can only do so much and your body just, it sucks. But I hope this information helped you. Honestly, like I said, I didn't know what it was when I first came into this thing. Like, I didn't know, and maybe you still don't know. Like, just make sure you do as much research as you can. Get a good doctor. Yeah, get a good doctor, because actually, I didn't tell you guys this, but I'll tell you guys. This time when I went to the ER, right? Went in, they gave me morphine, and then they waited a bit, right? And then, like, I overheard this doctor say that she had trouble. This doctor had trouble putting in the putting in the catheter, that she had trouble with that. But this doctor said that he would do it. Like, it's okay. He would do it. He knew what he was doing, right? And then she was like, oh no, like, I'll do it. It's fine. Like, I'll do it. All right. That's what I overheard. But I overheard them, like, her say that, like, she had trouble. And so I'm like, oh damn, like, I hope it goes smooth. Where, nothing, no trouble. Okay, well, trouble. She, like, how her vagina's like this? Yeah, like this. And normally the gland will be, like, on this side. Like, right here. And it's kind of in. Like, it's in. You're not going to see it much from the outside. You'll kind of see a little bit, but not as much, right? And so, like, here, and this is the inside, right? And she kind of made a cut, like, here. Like, the upper, not where the cyst is. She made a cut, like, up here, right? And, like, it was a cut, and then she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna try and see, whatever, and then, like, obviously nothing, no pus or anything was coming out because she didn't make the cut properly, like where it's supposed to go. My mom had to tell her, normally doctors will do it right, like where the cyst is on the inside, because it's like, it's not up here, it's inside, like when you lift a little bit. And then she was like, oh, okay, like, I'm gonna try it, right? So she tries it, and as soon as she like cuts it open, it just, like, it bursted, right? Like, it had bursted open when she cut it. And she's like, oh wow, like, good job, Mom. Like, what the heck? She didn't know what she was doing. So now I have 2 cuts. Like, 2 cuts. And the first cut she made is painful. Like, I'm currently in pain in my bed. And you're not supposed to be having any pain. That's what I'm telling you guys. So you shouldn't be having any pain whatsoever. just like no pressure. You're having no pressure, no swelling. It's like you have, maybe you're swelling, right? Still, like, but it's gonna go down from like once it gets fully drained. But that ended up like going wrong. It was so frustrating. Because how are you gonna do that? And that's like risking more infection, because like, right? More like you're risking, that's trying like risking more infection. You're only supposed to have one like cut right where the cyst is, and she ended up giving me 2 cuts where the cyst, and then above like where my lip is or something. And then the medications that I got prescribed were Bactrim DS. That's what it's called. There's a whole like name for that, really long, but Bactrim DS, which I take for it says take 1 tablet by mouth 2 times per day for 7 days, and I have to finish all the medication. And then the next one is Norco, which is take 1 tablet by mouth every 4 to 6 hours as needed for pain. So those were the 2. And then I got referred, since it's been happening so frequently, I got referred to a specialist. I'm going to tell you the specialist name, but if I can find the right paper, right? An OBGYN, right? Which is should be a specialist for this specifically. And just hope it goes well, because it's been happening frequently, and so you gotta find other ways, right? And obviously 4th time is enough. Even the 1st time is enough to have to go through this. But yeah, that's my experience with Bartholin Cyst. Sorry if this video is very sloppy and like, you know, I don't know how to do YouTube videos like this is my first one, but yeah. I just hope you I hope you guys like understand somewhat and find this helpful in a way. And I hope you never have to go through this again if you're currently going through this. And or if you're just watching this, I hope you never ever have to go through this. Yeah. And well, if this is all the information I have right now, I wanted to maybe I'll share some after I see my specialist. I'll share more information of what I know and how to go about it. But hope you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to stay tuned for follow-ups on Bartholin Cyst. And yeah, and comment below if you currently went through the process of having like an incision done and then word catheter, right? Or comment if like what has helped you that can maybe help me, maybe help others, and share. Because I feel like Bartholin Cyst, honestly, not many people talk about it. Not many people know about this, right? Like, it's just a very, very small community of us. And let's just provide the most information we may know, right? That can help one another. Yeah. Let's make our health a lot better for each other. But wishing you guys the best of luck. Speedy recovery. I'm doing it with you guys if you currently have one. And let's get this over with. Bye. Have a good rest of your day.